So I found a neat little optical trick that I want to share with you. It's almost like a free X-ray machine for luthiers that allows you to see underneath the paint of your guitar. Let me explain. If you angle a narrow beam of light onto your guitar in a dark room, those photons of light will penetrate through the clear lacquer and hit the actual opaque paint. Now, regardless of how level that paint is, that surface has micro textures and ridges. And those photons, being so small, will bounce off that micro texture and it'll bounce off onto a wall. If you angle your guitar just right, angle that beam of light just right, you could see underneath the paint. The way this works is that you'll see a nice projection on the nearest wall, and you can actually see the grain lines, the glue joints. This is a great way to actually determine if you truly want to strip a guitar or if you want to see what's underneath. So let's get started. You're only going to need two things: a dark room and a flashlight, preferably a white wall. If you don't have a white wall, some kind of poster board. Let's get to it. So to test this X-ray technique, we're going to be using this PRS Silver Sky. It's a core model made in the USA, and it's nitro over nitro. It is an opaque color. And what we're going to be doing is just using the back, because there's way more surface area in the back and less plastic. And all I'm going to do is just butt it up against the wall like that, just like that. And my wall is slightly textured, but that's okay, it should be fine. And I have two flashlights I'm going to use. This is an LED, small one. This one works really, really well. And what you want is a directed beam. You don't want the beam of light to disperse wide, you want it to be narrow. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the beam down like this. I'll just kind of show you. And then it's going to bounce off the wall over there. And what we're looking at is on the wall. So here we are at pitch black, and I'm going to turn on my little light. And I'm going to hit it towards the neck of the guitar. So this is hitting the heel. The beam is hitting essentially the neck pocket or the neck plate. And you can see that X-ray vibe I'm talking about. And I'm going to move my flashlight down, up, and I'm going to try to direct the beam so I can see as much contrast as I possibly can. Now with the naked eye, it's very, very visible. It's hard to see on camera. But what you're looking at there in the lower right corner are the variations in the wood grain because of the belly carve. But you can clearly see the vertical grain, and then you could even see the glue joint. So you see that sharp white straight line towards the right of the cavity going straight up? That's the glue line. And then you can really see, if I move this light, I can see all sorts of really cool grain. And you want to adjust the light and the beam so you see the sections that you're actually looking for. So here I can see up above on the other upper right horn. I see the variations in the grain. I see it all. It's just beautiful. And then here's another cool little trick. Sometimes the white light is really great, but then using a red light's cool too. So check this out. The red light is doing the same thing, but because it's red, it keeps our low light vision in our human eyes, and it helps us really kind of see the contrast a little better. And if it helps to use red, then you can use red, but in the end, anything you do is going to make this grain appear magically as if it's an X-ray. And all that's really happening is the photons of light are picking up those imperceptible variations in texture. So it doesn't matter if you think your paint is level. Nothing's truly level in this universe. And to a photon being so small, everything is a valley of mountains. Anyway, this looks cool, right? So let's flip it over and take a look at the front. Look at that grain line on the upper horn. And honestly, the iPhone is giving me better visualization than my human eye. I can see it on the wall, but there's something the iPhone's doing. I think it's boosting contrast. So this is a core model Silver Sky, and they're clearly using good wood. This is not boring plain wood. This is good stuff. All right. So I lost my darkness. The sun's coming up and I don't have a dark room anymore, but we're gonna try one more guitar. This is a Jim Adkins Fender Telecaster and it is gloss white. So obviously the sun's out, so now, okay, there you go. So I'm pointing again at the heel. This is a Fender Telecaster Jim Adkins, and you can see the beautiful grain. The control cavities down there towards the bottom on the right, and then you see the striations of this gorgeous wood grain. Very pretty. And then you see sort of the patterning of the wood on the upper left by the switch plate. This is got to be 45 degrees pointed at the heel, literally the back of the heel. And if I move my flashlight, my hand is basically at the middle of the neck. So yeah, this looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So X-ray vision. X-ray vision to see the wood grain. Not a lot happening up here, but you can still see quite a bit of really interesting variations. I kind of feel like you're getting a little bit less contrast, but this is a opaque white guitar. Maybe that opaqueness and the whiteness is doing something. Holy moly, look at that. Now, I'm trying to make it bigger. Now, I can make this view bigger, but it gets washed out. The higher the contrast is occurring with the beam at a very low angle. Wow, look at that. This is what it looks like, by the way. Okay. This is not going to show much. It's semi-hollow, so it's got the knobs, the hardware, the F-hole. It's not going to have much going on here, but we're going to do it anyway. Lost my darkness. It's morning already. All right. I'm pointing at, I guess, what would be the heel or the neck pocket or the neck pickup. And I can see, look right there by the F-hole, lower right corner, you can see variations in the wood grain. And then up here, I'm not really getting much, but there's certainly a lot of stuff happening. Pickguard is not going to show us anything on the left, up right. So yeah, so there's not a lot of stuff happening here. And then the rear of it, I'd have to like move the guitar and position it. It's just not ideal. Maybe if the guitar was sideways, let's try that. I mean, I don't have a lot of space here, but let's try sideways. About as close as I can get it sideways. And then there you go. This lower section here is where we have the back of the body. And you can see the grain, which is really cool. Very cool X-ray vision here. And then I think that's a glue line. So that sharp, sharp white line you're seeing there has to be a glue line. There's nothing in natural wood is going to make it something as stark as that, right? Just my opinion, but it lines up with the center line. So that's got to be a glue line. But this can really show you what's going on underneath the paint. So if you were thinking, well, how many pieces is this? Do I want to strip this guitar? If you see 4 glue lines, then man, just keep the paint on there, right? But it really does give you an idea of what's happening under the paint. Sweet. There you go. X-ray vision. So I hope you like this little demonstration. This is a really neat little shadow trick that anybody can do. You don't need a special flashlight, although it does help that it is something that's narrow and not wide. And it does help that you're able to maybe even take a photograph of the projected shadow. That way in post, you can increase the contrast to really see the grain. Sometimes it's hard to see with just your naked eye. In any case, thanks for watching. Take it easy.